So, oh, my brother, I just came back home and living in your apartment. I hope you like it, and if you don't, I don't care. Today I have two, if you can see, I have two glasses. One is for me and the other is for you, my bro. And listen, I'm joking, but now I'm gonna be serious, because today we're gonna talk about something that it's extremely important if you want to be successful at a very young age, okay? Because this is a pattern that I saw in myself and I see in my students, and 99% of them, when they fail on this thing. And you know what's this thing? This is losing the momentum. Because you have to understand one concept, that in life, input is outputs, but not straight away. It means that if you do one, you're gonna get one back, but not right now. Not right now. First of all, I just came from outside, so I think I can remove it. Yes. Not right now. Why not right now? Because if you think of it like that, it means that you're still an employee inside your mind. And if you're an employee, if you think like, do you know how an employee thinks? An employee thinks that he gives one and he wants one back. No, 1.2 back or 2 back. That's how an employee thinks. Actually, he's gonna receive 0.9, 0.8 back. Okay? So it's like somebody trying to... Have you ever used a slingshot? Because if you have a slingshot, you will see that the more you go back, and the faster then you can shoot. So people, because they want the result very fast, what they do? They take the slingshot and they go back 1 millimeter, 1 centimeter, and then they release, and then they do 10 centimeter in front. Okay, and they go back, they take the stone, and they do 1 other centimeter, and so they are always in this loop of always receiving 1 centimeter, 1, and they're always running, and they're never really achieving their goals because they're so focused on the outcome, on taking it straight away. Okay, and this is so they want the small win, the small thing right now, squeeze everything straight away. Instead, the winning mindset knows the compounding effect. And the compounding effect says, the formula of the compounding effect says that the initial deposit, we can call it effort, the bigger the initial deposit, so the bigger the investment, the bigger the interest. So it means that, what is the interest? In this case, the interest is what is the task that you're doing? How smart is this task? How leverage you're using? Are you doing task that brings less outcome, or you're doing high leverage tasks that you do once and then you have a big return on them? So big work, big effort, first thing. Second, big interest. Okay, the bigger the interest, the better it is. And third thing, frequency. All those big efforts that are done in smart tasks, okay? How often are you doing those? Because it's better to do... When you invest something and you don't take it back, these things tend to compound. Okay? And every single time you take something out of that, it's like you're killing the progress. So number speaking, if you want the example, it's better to have, let me ask you, it's better to have the 5% annually or the 3% daily? If you're a smart investor, you know that the daily 3% is way better than the 5% annually. Now I gave you like stupid numbers. You will say that is obvious. Probably not. Okay, I don't know who you are and how if you went in school or not. Probably those things they don't teach those things in school. I'm your university right now, so consider me as that. So being serious now, when every single time you put it out, you take it out, these things doesn't compound anymore. It stops a little bit or a lot. It depends on how much you're taking. So it's better 3% every day than 5% one day. So why? Because let's take an example. I give you 100. You invest 100 euro with the 3%. Tomorrow you have 103, and the second day you have the 3% not of 100 but of 103. So it's gonna be you're gonna take not 3 this time but 3 plus the 3% of so probably 4. Let's suppose 4. Now I know it's not true, but let's suppose 4. So now you have 100 and plus 3 plus 4. So now you have 107. The third day, you're going to have the 3% of 107. And when you're at the day 365, you're going to have, I don't know, probably 1 million. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay? Those are just numbers. Instead, if you take the 5% annually at the end of the year, yes, you're going to have a big return on that transaction, but at the end of the game, because you did way less transactions, way less of those transactions, then you have way less of return. So it's not only about how hard you work, how smart you work, so on which task you work. For example, me, I work on extremely high value task with big leverage. I can work few hours, but then my business is growing exponentially. Why? Because I don't work till I understand, like my work is to find what's the best thing to work on right now, because now I'm in a position where I can do that. And 1 hour of my work is worth way more of 8 hours of your work, okay, in terms of returns. Instead, 1 hour of Elon Musk is worth way more than 1 year of mine, okay? So it's about how hard you work, yes, how smart you're working, okay? So what is the outcome? How do you know? This is another video, but how do you know if a task is high leverage or not? What is leverage? First of all, leverage is the rapport between the outcome, the output, and the input. Okay, the difference, rapport, call it as you want. Mathematically is different, but as the concept, okay? So, if you have, for example, one task that you do once, and you do always the same task, every day the same task, then the input is 1 and the output is 1. But if you work on automating this task, for example, so you do it once, but this is a daily task, for how many days are you going to do this task? 1 year, okay, you have input 1, probably 2, because you need more time to automate it rather than doing it. So input 2, but outcome 365. So for one input, you have 180, whatever it is, 82, 81, I don't know, output. So you're leveraging now your task. Now you're not only working hard, you're working hard and smart, okay? And if you continue automating things like that, then your work is compounding. So this is the compounding effect, and this is how powerful it is. And people underestimate that because people have the employee mindset. People come from school, every young entrepreneur. I think I'm speaking with you, like you are a young entrepreneur or you want to be an entrepreneur. It's a common pattern to see between young entrepreneurs and people who come from the middle class, that they tend to work hard and expect, like, not work hard in that sense, but they focus on the hours of work. They focus on how long they're working, okay? And so two things, they do good one, the first thing, so probably work hard, not hard as an entrepreneur has, okay? But the only good thing that lots of them have is that they work hard, but they don't work on leverage. So for example, one common pattern that I see is that when they tend to hire, they don't hire. Because before, probably in the company they was working before, they were managers. So what is when you're a manager, what is the first person you hire? An employee, a normal employee. So what they do, they become entrepreneurs and they tend to hire employees. For example, managers that became entrepreneurs, they have this pattern. When instead they don't realize that they are doing the manager work, not their entrepreneur work, because they're building the company. If this is president, CEO, managers, and employees, okay, they are the president right now. They're building the company bottom down, bottom up, instead of top to bottom, bottom to top instead of top to bottom. Why? Because before they were managers, so now they are going in autopilot and they hire employees when they don't realize that they don't have managers. So it's way better to hire managers that they're gonna hire employees rather than hire employees and doing all the work. Because if you need 100 people, 100 employees, then you're gonna hire 100 employees, then you're gonna get overwhelmed, everything is gonna go wrong, then you're gonna hire managers. But at the moment you're gonna find managers, everything went so wrong that now you have to find employees again, and managers don't know, then you're fucked up, basically, okay? You're fucked up. So, and then you have to find the CEO. Instead of finding one person, one CEO that's gonna hire the managers, and if you train the CEO well, the CEO is gonna find them well and train them well, and they're gonna find the right employees. So one task, this is one task, finding the right CEO with the biggest leverage. But so people who come from the employee world or from school or from university, that they've never learned those things. They learn how to do the economy, how to do math calculations. Probably you're better than me. Okay, on that. So they tend to see the small things, but they forget, first of all, how smart is the thing that they are doing. And if they come from school doesn't teach you how to be smart. Doesn't teach you that. Doesn't teach you, gives you random informations. But being smart is not about having informations. It's about triangulating informations. And the process of triangulating informations. So it's not like, oh, I know that horse. I know the information horse. Okay, I know the information dog. And I know the information bottle. You do nothing with those three informations till you connect those things and you find common patterns and differences and the logic behind the bottle, how you need the bottle, why the bottle is like that, why it has this color, because they want to give prestige to this water. So why can this kind of, okay, why the horse is like that, why the dog is like, but university gives you dog, horse, and the bottle. Doesn't give you the wholeness, doesn't give you the reality. So people who come from university, they have a lot of information, but they don't know what to do with those informations, okay? So they find out that they're fucked up, basically, okay? So coming now back to the first thing that we was talking about, compounding effect is how hard you work, okay? And no matter you work hard, entrepreneurs work harder than you. Second of all, how smart is the task? And third of all, how fast, how often you give, you feed it. How often you feed it. And that's super important. So normal people who come from university, as I was saying before, or they're employees, or from the, people who come from the middle class. I came from the middle class too. I'm not saying that no. I just learned how to not think. I used it as a leverage, because I think smart, on how to not do things. So I learned that I had to do the opposite of what I was doing, basically. Okay, so this is the biggest lesson I learned from the middle class. Don't do like the middle class. So because they do everything wrong. I know it sounds, now you feel attacked because you're like, whoa, what the fuck? But like, no, because you're so inside of what you're doing and you believe it's right, that you can't question it because you are the one saying that this is right and you have nobody else to compare you. It's like people who have no like small entrepreneurs. If you take like small entrepreneur or freelancers, if you ask marketers, okay, small freelancers, I guarantee you, brother, every single of those guys, every single of those guys is I'm the best. But better than who? Even better than who, bro? Better than, and they see that they are not comparing themselves with nobody, so they're better than themselves. They are better than themselves, basically. Okay, why? Because people are so sold on their identity, are so sold on their way of thinking that they call it normal, and because there's nothing to compare it with, they call it best. Not because it's the best, but because there's nothing to compare it with. There's nobody to say them, bro, you're doing everything wrong. Okay, so now I'm the guy who's saying, bro, you're doing everything wrong. So once you understand this thing, you understand that normal people are basically taking the slingshot and going 1 centimeter back and then hoping for it to go away. But if you only pull it 1 centimeter, it's gonna go 1 centimeter in front maximum. Okay. So they go and take the stone and they start again, and so they're always their actions, because they always take out everything they give. Their actions never compound. So employees at the end of their life, they're gonna earn less, probably because they're gonna retire and they're gonna earn less, or maximum they're gonna earn the maximum that they earn. So they never invested, for their actions never compounded. Why? Because they did a small effort and they took it straight away back. And the time you leave it there, and how often you do it, makes it compound. Okay, so the thing is, you have to step up from this kind of mindset and learn that you don't win, because we said before, you're gonna give one, you're gonna get one back, right? But not straight away. So probably this guy is working hard 8 hours a week, but he's earning only 1.5k, 2k, 3k. Probably that's what he's earning, this guy. So the thing is, how can I make it compound? You can't make it compound if you give 8 hours and you take it out straight away. You can't. It's literally impossible. So God is like, okay, bro, if you put those hours, if you put this work, you can make it compound. But because you're only doing things not smart, and you're not doing it, you're not leveraging your tasks, then what happens is that you will always find yourself earning always the same, no matter the hard work you do, because it's not smart. Okay, and it's not often. It's not like, okay, so it's not often smart work. So what happens is that this is the opposite, actually. Like if you take an entrepreneur, big entrepreneurs, what do? They don't care about going and taking the small rock. No. Always taking the slingshot and going back and 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 back. And it's not that he's not receiving the outcome, it's not seeing the outcome, it's different. And he continues going back, and he continues going back till the moment. And he's so quiet. Probably he has, I don't know, probably he has few hundred followers, like me right now on YouTube, and he's so quiet. It looks like he's normal, but then because he's quiet, because he's not loud, because he's going back and he's going back and he's going back till the moment that everything is compounding so much, and he can go more back, basically. And the moment he leaves, this goes so far that he can't take it anymore, because life is like a hill. At the beginning, like in business, at the beginning, everything will be so hard for you. That because you're skinny, you don't have the balls probably at the beginning, because you just started. You didn't build your strength, you didn't build your courage, and it's totally right, because that's how it is at the beginning. The load is heavy, and you're carrying something, you're pushing something through the hill, and the hill is hard to climb. Okay, so you're skinny, the load is heavy, and the hill is high. So what you do, you continue, and it's a lot of work till the moment that you come here. Because when you come here, what happens is that the Lord said the same. Yeah, okay, it's true. But you're stronger. And now you're going downwards. And you know what? And your business goes for itself. And now you're seeing the results. The bamboo, brother, it takes 5 years to come out of the soil. You plant the bamboo today, and in 5 years you see the results. So you have to feed it every day for 5 years. You have to water it, not feed it. Water it and water it and water it and water it every single day. Every single day. If you stop for 1 week, probably, I don't know. I don't know about. I'm not a bamboo expert, but if you stop for 1 week, this plant, those 5 years of effort are gonna go away. Yep, are gonna go away. So that's exactly what people do. And the bamboo, after those 5 years, the moment it comes out from the ground and you see it, then it's so fast that it's faster than any other plants, and it grows so fast, and you can see growing daily, day by day, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? This is the power of the compounding effect. And you want it or not, in life, everything is compounding. If you don't believe that this is compounding, or you're not working on tasks on things that are compounding, actually, okay, or seconds, you're taking it too fast, man. You're taking it too fast. You're so small-minded. You're so focused on taking, that you're not willing to give for a bigger purpose, for your purpose. So in life, the first thing is not earning money. The first thing is your purpose. And it's being so sold on your purpose that nothing can move you. Nothing can make you change your mind. Nothing can make you say, look, I'm going to take it. No. Continue watering that. Continue feeding that. Continue that because that's your purpose, because you would love it more rather than taking. But when you're so small-minded, like I was, and you're so focused on trying to impress other people, like I was, then you can never really feed it. You can never make it compound, because you want to impress other people so much that you have to take it and spend money to impress other people, and you have to, that's exactly what I was doing before, for a long time. So yeah. Why? I have water. So this is the mindset. So many people, they start something, and then after 30 days, like, oh, Dennis, this is not working. It's not like it's not working. It's not, what the fuck do you expect? Why do you run a business with the employee mindset? You can't. You're not a student. You're not in school here. You're not in school that if you study 5 hours before the exam and you cheat there, you see the 10 or whatever country you are. I don't know the maximum of the. Okay. It's not like that life. It's not like that. You can cheat in life. You can cheat in school, yes, but you can't cheat in life. You can cheat on an employee, yeah, because you fake the hours you work. You stay with the telephone when your boss is not watching. When you can fake it, yes, but bro, what the fuck do you want to fake? You don't have the results. Like at the end of the game, you don't even fake it. You don't fake it even there, because you can think that you're faking it, but at the end of the month, you're still broke. So how can you think that you're faking it? You're not faking it. You're faking yourself. So this is the power of compounding effect and building momentum. And remember, there is something magical. Something magical happens in the process when you don't give up, when you continue there, when in the hard moments you say, you know what, I'm gonna continue. You know what, I'm gonna continue. I'm not here to take. I'm here to give. I'm here to give right now. In the hardest moment, that's what you think. And if you see that, look online right now, net worth of don't go out of from this video. Net worth of Elon Musk. You will see it's compounding for so long. He was trying to make money for so long. At the end of the game, one day it compounding, bam. And the same with Warren Buffett. Check the net worth of Warren Buffett. The same thing. You will see the same thing. Every big person who has a mind for business, for life, who understood how the universe, the law of universe works, understood this concept and use it at his own advantage. And my question for you is, are you using it for your advantage? Or you're so focused on taking, impressing people and what? Tell me. Are you here for the small result? Are you here to win big? Are you here to be the best? Or are you here for just to play? Because if you're here for just for playing, then don't even watch this video. You don't need this video. You're playing, okay, perfect. But if you're here to win, and if you're here to win, not win, but win big, and so big that everybody will be like, holy fucking shit, but you don't care about it. You just do it because you want it, because that's what you like, that's who you are, that's your nature, that's what you enjoy, that's your purpose. Then you need to apply. You can't fake the rules of the universe. You have to use those rules at your advantage. You have to learn. You can't block the river. The river is going to flow somewhere. If you block the river, somewhere is going to flow. You can't block the river, but you can modify the path of the river by putting some obstacle here, some obstacle, and you direct it where you want. The same things with the universe. You can't block universe. You can't create your own. No. Your own rules. No. To create your own rules, you use the rules of the universe. You use the rules of the universe to create your own rules in life. Okay? So, that's a quote for me, by the way. So, that's how it is. That's how it is. And if you're here to win big, and I think you are, I believe you are, because you're still here at the end of the video, you didn't get distracted by other things. Man, you need to learn to be there. And remember, compounding effect is like that. So it means that if you continue doing something for 1 year, okay, with no results, then you're gonna have 1 day with the results of 1 year, okay, and then it's gonna compound, and you're gonna say, holy fucking shit. Remember this is what I heard from Bob Proctor, and he said, and he's totally right, that guy knew something that we don't know yet. So he said, money is a frequency. And the moment you will tune into the frequency of money will come into your life so fast, that you're going to say, where the fuck was hidden before? Okay? Where it was hiding before. It's so easy. But one day this will happen to you. Probably now it's your day, probably, I don't know. Okay? Nobody knows. But this will happen. Sooner or later, this is inevitable. This will happen for you because you're a winner, because you stay till the end, because you're committed, because my way of speaking didn't bother you. Because I know I speak hard so many times, but I speak hard because I don't want to destroy you. I want to destroy your old self, because your old self with the way of thinking is preventing you from winning. So I'm not your enemy. Your old self is your enemy. Your way of thinking is your enemy. That's your biggest enemy you have. It's not me. It's not other guys out there. It's not other people. No. It's not society. Your old mind. Your mind is your biggest enemy. And the moment you will understand it, you will start looking for problems in your mind. And the moment you will do that is the moment when you level up the most, because you oh fuck, I was thinking bad. Why I was triggering by that? Oh why? And you're gonna solve things. And when you solve problems, you win. Okay. So, man, I'm so glad to talk with you today. Okay. And yeah, I love you. If you wanna be coached 1-to-1 by me, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because I'm hard, man. If I'm hard like now 1 in the coaching 1-to-1s, I'm hard 100 or 1,000. Some of my students cry, but then they say, Dennis, I made 3 times more money than I was before 2 weeks later. Okay? Or Dennis, you're changing my life. By the way, you can see my Trustpilot there. It's only 5 stars. And if you want to be coached 1-to-1 by me, first of all, I don't know if I can coach you. I have to decide if I want to coach you or not. And you say, Dennis, you're being cocky. Yes, probably. Yes, probably, because I don't like the energy of everybody. I don't want to work with everybody. I have my businesses. I'm doing fantastic. And for me, this is on something like I do more. So if you want to be coached by me one-to-one, then you write me on Instagram, Coach Dan, and we're going to see if we can work together. But all if you're committed. If you're not committed, bro, don't even stop right now, like find an excuse to do other things because you don't want to win in life. So, said that, man, I love you. See you in the next video. Have a blessing day. You're a winner. I love you. Bye, man.